My name is Jeff Agnew Jr. I'm from New Haven, Connecticut. Last night, approximately at 8:30 p.m., I went to purchase liquor at a local liquor store across the street from the Juvenile Center on Whaley Avenue. I went in there with a friend who was 33 years old. She forgot her ID. I had mine. She was going to be the one purchasing it with her debit card. There was a security guard in the store acknowledging us that we will not be able to purchase the liquor because he thought we were going to be using someone else's credit card, which is illegal, and we knew that. So I informed him we were going to use a debit card, which is going to be used as cash once you use a PIN number. I guess that must have upset the security guard and the store's owner or management, because after that, next thing I know, I was being yelled at by the security guard and police were being called on me. About 45 seconds after we had a little confrontation and we decided we're not going to purchase the liquor from that store, the cops were already on their way, and by the time I walked to the car, which was about 10 feet away from the door, the cops had arrived. The cop asked me to come towards him, so I went towards him to try to explain what was going on. I'm not trying to run away.
Let's go. Take your time, yo.
So I'm speaking to one of the officers, which was a light-skinned black officer. There was a woman officer, Caucasian. She looked as if she wanted to help as well. I could see these things in people's eyes. And then there was an Asian officer who arrived maybe about 2 minutes after that. Once he arrived, he had a very short fuse. I'm a loud person when I'm angry, and I usually say what is very true, or what I feel is true. And I think it's an officer's job to, try to diffuse any of the issues that are going on within our communities. But it's not their job to abuse their power or privilege
like that.
That they're trained for. Right. So, from me going from purchasing liquor to, being arrested, maced, beat.
Everybody thought you was dead.
I just wake up and I'm here. When I first woke up, I was on the floor with my face burning. I should say that. And then I know this was still on the floor in Whaley Avenue. And then I was brought to a hospital, lied to 150 times about where I was and where I'm going. That's beyond me. Maybe that was to get me to stop talking, because I know when I talk, this shoots me sharp and it hurts. But, hey, I grew up in New Haven now. I'm pain built up in me. Sorry. I grew up in a very different way. The communities now versus how they were, they're a lot better, but they still aren't any good. Not good enough. It's going to take more than one of us to make, big things happen.
How did they treat you once you got here? Did they abuse you?
No, once I got here, I was just blind. I couldn't see nothing. My face is still kind of on the spicy side.
Did anybody else get arrested with you?
Well, someone I was with got arrested. I just learned after being released because she was recording what the officers had done to me.
So there were people trying to record the incident and the police were stopping them from recording the
Police
incident?
stopped me from recording.
You can't do that. You can record all you want. You can't do that.
I only heard them say back up. And then after that, I was being hit with a billy club and I think. So, didn't really hear much after that. Top left side of my head.
And all of this happened?
And also my left arm is swollen. Bruised.
Did this happen while you were handcuffed?
Yes, all while I was handcuffed, as well as me while I was handcuffed.
So they're saying that you were trying to resist arrest while you were handcuffed?
I was resisting arrest while handcuffed, being on the ground with 3 officers on my back.
Wow.
Yes, I don't know how that's possible, but that's what happened.
So they're trying to say you were resisting arrest while you were handcuffed with 3 officers at the scene. Had you apprehended handcuffed, you were still resisting arrest. And that's justifying them being unconscious.
Yes.
Where they say you were going? They took you to the hospital.
No, they said I was going to the hospital, and that I would be released from the hospital after I calmed down. And next thing I know, I'm still cuffed to the bed. I was just shaking up, very scared. I didn't know what was going to happen, to be honest. I knew if I had as many voices around me as possible, I knew I was safer being in that position than being alone with, who knows who, because I can't see at this point. I'm just blind.
Did they tell you we was at the hospital? They didn't tell you anything?
No. They didn't tell me anything. I couldn't see. I just regained my sight about an hour and a half ago.
What would you want the outcome to this to be? This whole incident?
The outcome?
The outcome. What would you want to see happen to the cops that did this to you?
Well, they have to be held accountable for the things that they've done, right?
Definitely. I agree.
If you're in any position to where you're supposed to protect the community, and instead you're abusing it, something has to be done about it, right? I think so. That's pretty much it. So, I'm not a person of, political power, but I'll handle things when they need to be handled. I'm that type of person. It's going to get done.